Hi everyone. Today I want to bring a flow that is a fun flow for a happy legs. And what I mean to with that is that we're going to flow a little bit more using the legs and using the strength in yoga to build up to poses that you wish to play. So everything is very playful. We're going to move a little bit fast, so it's a short practice. If you need, you can practice a few sun salutations before you try this. You might need to be a little bit warmer, so this is not a practice that you want to do right off coming out of the bed. You want to be a little bit warmer, maybe after walking, after running, maybe after running. So this is a fun practice. If you've been practicing, I'm gonna throw some fun poses, maybe a little bit advanced to you. But this is nice and fun to play. So this is going to be more for someone that has been trying yoga, has been coming to the classes and is wondering about, okay, what's next? You have the strength, you have the flexibility for the next practice, right? So what we're going to do here, again, it's short, so there's not going to be anything crazy because we need a proper warm-up for those more advanced practice. So we're going to keep nice and easy, but a little bit more challenging than you would see in some of the classes. So go ahead and come all the way back into your tabletop. And I like to have my knees right under my hips, and then my hands right under my shoulder. And then we're doing 5 cat and cow just to warm up the spine. So inhale as you stretch the muscles in the belly, as you slowly lengthen the front of the body. And exhale as you press away from the floor, round the back, create space between the shoulder blades. Inhale again. Create space in the front of the body. Let your neck to lengthen. And exhale, send all the way back. Look all the way down towards the navel. Press yourself away from the floor. Inhale, come all the way back into a cow. And exhale all the way back into a cat. Nice. Inhale, come back to the center. So right leg will step forward. Bring the right leg to step forward. Bring the hands. You can even heel toe your leg so that your knees is nice and aligned with the heels. And then we're going to inhale and bring the hands up towards the sky. Nice exhale. Keeping the navel in. Keep your ribs down. Inhale. And exhale out. Nice. Sweep your hands. Hands go all the way down towards the floor. So now here, we're going to send the hip towards the back, and we're going to slowly keep your leg nice and straight. So toes come up, your heels go down. You can micro bend the knees here. There's no judgment if you need to keep your knees bent. If you can stretch the leg, you can keep the leg stretched. The stretch, you're going to feel more the sensation is more on the bottom of the leg. Nice. And then we're going to inhale and come up again towards the lizard pose. So now your hands come to the middle of your mat. Your right leg goes outside of the mat. And we're going to try to keep the spine nice and straight without trying to sink in too low and sink into the joints of your leg, your hips. So we really try to keep yourself pushing away from the floor and slowly building that connection with the right leg. And you're going to feel a little bit on the bottom of the right leg. Nice. And then from here, we're bringing that right leg all the way back. We're going to tuck your toes behind, and we're going to lift into a sprint lunge. So I like to slowly walk my feet forward enough that my hip now can go lower here. So this is a good nice and stretch to the leg, and also building a little bit of heat here. And then slowly the left leg, now the leg that is on your back, it's going to step forward to meet the right. So we're going to move and transition to a chair pose. So left leg comes, sit into a chair, bring the hands to the heart center, and breathe. Nice. Exhale. You can even sit a little bit lower. So what I like to see here is that my knees is not passing my toes, so I can still see my toes, and that I'm not either arching the back or rounding the back. So I'm a neutral back, and I'm trying to sit nice and low here so I create a little bit of heat on the leg. And then I'm gonna exhale out, bring the hands down towards the floor, and the left leg step back again. So nice and all the way back as far as I can. Left hands will ground in the floor. The right hands go up towards the sky. Nice. Breathe in and breathe out. Awesome. The right hands will come back down towards the floor. We're going to step all the way back into a plank, knees down towards the floor. You can take a cat and cow if you feel like you need. I like sometimes to just, in between them, just do a little cat and cow. And inhale, come all the way back. We're stepping that left leg forward. So go ahead and step your left leg forward into that low lunge. So heel toe, bring that left leg right in the middle. And inhale, bring the hands up towards the sky. Keep your ribs down, your navel up. Exhale. Nice. What I like about this is if you sit a lot through work, this really stretches the front of your body. We're going to bring the hands all the way back down towards the floor, and then slowly start to bring your hips towards the back. Toes come up. You can use books, you can use anything that you can find around you to elevate a little bit your hands so you can find balance. And two, if you don't have a flexibility behind that left leg, you might feel that it feels better to have a block or anything that you can hold, a bolster, a chair around you so you can hold into your chair. And then slowly bring your hands right in the middle of your mat. So hands come forward right in the middle of the mat. And then you can heel toe your left leg out to the side again. And then straight your spine. Try to again not sit through the pose. Keep your pose nice and active here. So we're feeling more into that left leg. Awesome. And we're taking one more deep breath here. And then with your exhale, we're coming slowly with the left leg back to the center and into a sprint. So right leg will lift off the floor. And now you can even walk your feet towards the back, straight, a little bit lower. Like what I do sometimes, I don't know if you can see it, but I just kind of bow. I bring the ball of the feet towards the back of my mat. So that makes my right leg to be a little bit longer. Step forward into a chair. So come all the way back. Chair, sit into your chair. Bring the hands to the heart center. Exhale. Nice. I really like chair. So if you bring your hands to your heart center, you're going to see maybe the heartbeat going a little bit faster. Nice. And then with your exhale, hands down towards the floor. Your right leg will step all the way back. Now we're planting the right hands on the floor. Left leg goes up. Left arm goes up. And twist. Bring the left hands down towards the floor. Step the left leg towards the back into a plank. Awesome. Go ahead and bring one knee at a time towards the floor. So this is where you feel like you need, if you feel that you need a little break, you can always take your child's pose, or you can keep going. So tuck your toes, send your hip up and back. Bring your toes with the toes, lift your right leg nice and high. Exhale, we're stepping forward, so go ahead and bring your right leg to step forward. Spiral your left leg behind. Inhale, bring the hands up and over towards the sky. And exhale, open up into a warrior two. Nice. Inhale. Exhale, bring the hands to your left thigh, your right hands up and over. Exhale out. Bring the right elbow to your right knee. And left hands go up and over. Nice. And come all the way back into your warrior two. We're going to straighten your right leg to reach forward to a triangle. And then bring the right hands down. Left hands go up. So what I like to think about here is that there is a wall behind me. And I like to try to stay nice and flat as much as I can towards that wall. So go ahead and bend your knee. Come all the way back into your warrior two. So we're going to find balance here and slowly reach forward enough that you have the weight on the front leg. And then we're going to come up and kick the left leg. Kick your left leg nice and straight. The hands can make contact to the floor. And we're going to start to bend the left leg. So go ahead and see if you can bend the leg. See if you can find the heel, find your toes. So this is really good in the front of the left leg. Nice, breathe. And go ahead and undo. And then as we go back nice and soft, start to bend your right leg. And then to land, go back to the earth as soft as you can. If you need the floor, you can always use the floor. Nice, go ahead and bend the leg again. Exhale, bring the hands all the way back down towards the floor. And then step back into a plank. So knees down towards the floor again. Nice, you can take a break here. Go all the way back into a child's pose if you need. Nice, inhale, come back up into your tabletop. Exhale back into your downward dog. Toes with the toes, left leg will lift. Left leg will step forward to replace that left hands. So spiral your right leg behind. Inhale, come up, warrior one. Warrior two, exhale. Nice. So find your balance, keep your left knee nice and aligned with the heel. Exhale, right hands to the right thigh, left hands go up and over. Awesome. Left elbow to the left knee. Right hands go up and over. Exhale, come back into your warrior two. So we're going to straighten the left leg for triangle. So what I like to think here is that I'm going to slide my hands forward and then bring the hands all the way back down towards the floor. The right hands go up towards the sky. And then sometimes we really like to bring the right arm all the way towards the back. So try to fight against that. So the sensation here is more under the left leg than it should be in your right arm. So be careful with the right arm. If you're feeling there, that means I want you to think that the air is nice and heavy and you have to press against the air. So go ahead and bend your knees. Come back into your warrior two. And we're going to lean forward. So the whole weight of your body now is coming towards the left leg. And as you go, the hands will search for the floor, remember? So as you come into a half moon, you want to maybe find the floor first. If you need, you can always bend your knees, find the floor, and then you kick all the way back. You can kick the leg first and then find the floor, whichever feels good to you. So eventually, you like to be able to look up towards the hands, but it is easier to look down towards the floor. And then from here, you want to work on bending the knees here and then trying to find for the leg on the back. Nice exhale. 2. 1. Go ahead and nice and soft. Go back to your warrior 2. And then bring the hands all the way back down towards the floor. Step back into your plank. And if you need, again, toes together, you can always take a child's pose here. Nice. So all the way back into the downward dog. We're going to bring your toes with the toes together. And then we're lifting the right leg up again. Exhale, right knees to the chest and step forward. Awesome. So this time over here, we're going to spiral the leg and we're going to walk the hands to the side. So not quite, it's more into a diagonal, and I want you to slowly reach down towards the floor. It's almost like we're trying to do a half child's pose and half warrior one leg. Nice. And then go ahead and, so now is the feet over here. I want the feet to spiral the feet and then bend the leg. And then as you lower down, we're going to rotate that leg and the other leg, the toes will come up. Nice. Take a nice and a deep breath here. You can even reach the hands up and over towards that leg, or you can stay here. And we're doing the same thing to the other side. So go ahead and come all the way to the left side. Start to bend the left knee. Try to track that left knee right into that plane of that leg. And keep your toes up as you rotate to here. I like to call this as a ninja squat. You kind of look like funny, like ninja. And then come all the way back into your lunge. We're going to step all the way back into a plank. Send all the way back into your downward dog. Now we're switching the legs so the left leg comes up. And then exhale, knees to the nose, step forward. We're going to spiral your right leg there too. And then bring the toes to point forward. We're going to bend the left leg here. So go ahead and bend your left leg. Keep your knees tracking your heels. Place your right hands down towards the floor. Your left hands. It's stage right. So your left hand's down on the floor. Your right hands go up towards the sky for a twist. And then we're going to flip the hands here and bring the hands right behind you. So it's almost like you're trying to hug. And then you want to bring the hands as far as you can towards the left outer side of your hips. And then from there, you want to go ahead and bring your left hands under. So I really like my shoulders to be closer as I can towards my knee. And this requires a lot of flexibility. Here's what it's going to look like. So go ahead and find your hands on the back. And then heel toe the right leg. Heel toe, heel toe, heel toe, heel toe. Until that right leg is right under and aligned with your hips. So now that my right leg is there and I can hold my whole body weight in there, the left leg comes to the tippy toe, right? And then from there, I want to think about 1 unit. 1 unit, I'm going to press my right hands, my right leg against the floor. And then slowly, as I press the leg, I'm lifting. So if I want to kick my leg up, nice. Make sure you're breathing. And then exhale, come back in the same way that you came in. Nice. Give a little shake to the leg. And that goes the same thing to the other side. So again, this is called the bird of paradise. It's not hard as it looks. It's more, if you can do a lunge, you can do this. It is the flexibility too. So it's going to require a little bit of flexibility in your leg. So here in the same thing, you want to bend your right leg. Press your right hands against the floor. And I'm going to move my hair over here so you can see it. You want to send the left hands up towards the sky. And then the right hands, it's coming. You're going to flip the hands and then bring your hands right behind you. So the palm is going to be away from the hands. And the back of your hands is going to be right behind you. Right behind your back. And then I'm going to walk my hands as far as I can towards my thigh. And the hands, this hand over here, it's going to find the left hands behind me. So you want, after you find your hands here, you want to heel toe, heel toe, heel toe, heel toe your leg. Move, switch the weight of your body. Tippy toe on the right leg. And then with your breath, so maybe take a breath out here. And then as you inhale, go with 1 unit up.